Rocket Knight Adventure. Awesome, classic. Konami, again. So we have Rocket Knight, Castlevania, and Hardcore from Konami on the Genesis, and I have them all because they are amazing. So Rocket Knight Adventure, amazing, played it a lot. Can you come back to it at any time? It's kind of like Metal Slug in that regard. It has a Metal Slug look to it, and it's got that vibe where you can throw it in, play, you know, if you just want to play a couple levels and gawk at the graphics and laugh and because it's funny. Yeah, the gameplay is awesome. The control is super tight. Boom, it's going in the good pile. Rolling Thunder 2. These are some of the best games on the Genesis, these Rolling Thunder games. Again, it's a Namco game. Namco and Konami on the Genesis. You know, Namco puts out some really, really nice stuff. It's a problem with the screen. I keep looking at me on the screen instead of looking at the camera. Terrible. Anyway, so complete copy. Rolling Thunder. There's a little funk on the back, which I will probably wipe off. I don't know what that is. Oy. So anyway, Rolling Thunder, excellent game. Played it a lot. Can you pick it up and play it and have fun with it? Yes. It's kind of like elevator action. People going in and out of doors, you going up and going into doors and coming out of doors, getting weapons, shooting. It's a spy vibe. Excellent. I played it a lot. You can still pick it up and play it and enjoy it. Boom. Wow. Game Ground. What do I say about Game Ground? I still play this. I still like Game Ground. I like. Does that sound familiar? Oh my God, they play that. They just riff that over and over and over again. It's like hypnotic. But anyway, Game Ground is another renovation title. So if you buy renovation titles on the Genesis, you pretty much cannot go wrong. You know, are there a few iffy? Yeah. But for the most part, they put out a very quality menu for you on that system. This one's 2-player. Not all of them are. So you got a 2-player version of Game Ground. It's basically it's like a puzzler. It's like a puzzler where you have to pick the dudes to kill the right guys to get you into the thing, and the warriors are interesting, and you know you want to get that. You know, if you see a new warrior that you've never seen before, you're like, oh, I want to get that one. And I've played this thing right to the end, and that's not an easy affair. This game will challenge you, but again, you can pick it up, play a few levels, you know, and have fun with it. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So, yeah, that's going on the good pile. Put a lot of hours in there, and I still do. Road Rash. Road Rash is evergreen. That's all I have to say. Look, in this case, doesn't even have, I remember these back in the day, they don't even have tabs to keep the game in there. Again, it's another Electronic Arts special magic tab, Road Rash. You know, the 3DO version is my favorite because it's just awesome. It's a great version of it. It's probably the best version, and I do have it and I do play it. But this game, you can pick up and play at any time. Road Rash has always been one of those games where I just pick up once in a while and play as long as, you know, I feel like, and then leave it and just feel like I enjoyed myself. It's just a lot of fun. Sometimes I just race. Sometimes I just race and get money and get the bike I want. And sometimes all I do is, I don't care if I finish, I just bash everybody and, you know, have a good time and do a flip over a cow, and, you know, all of that is here. And it's just, this is an amazing game considering what it is and the system it's on and the technology of the day. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And it's gotten so many hours of gameplay. Even the 3DO, even this one, I play, even though I play more of the 3DO, I still play a lot of this. And still, I love the twangy music. I think if there's any game that personifies or exemplifies, which is probably a better word, that exemplifies twangy Genesis music, it's this one. All right, that is going in the good books. And we will whittle that down. RoboCop versus Terminator. It's bloody, it's messy, it's hilarious, it's great, it's classic. You can pick it up, blast through the first level. It's complete. Blast through the first couple levels and have fun with it. Love it. Terminator CD is probably the best of all of this kind of stuff. Tommy Tallarico soundtrack. Visuals are excellent. The gameplay is excellent. I love that game on the Sega CD. This is worthy. It's going in the good books. All right? All right. Let's handle the Big Daddy. The Big Daddy. I have some of my model friends come in and they did some like, you know, hey, if you own this, you're an important gamer kind of thing.
This game will make you important.
Wow. Thank you. You know, I always knew it would. A lot of people make a big fuss about Musha, and there's a good reason. I actually have the soundtrack of this on my iPod. Is one of the only games that I do. I don't have a lot of game. Well, actually, I do have quite a bit of gaming music on my iPod, but it's not, you know, it's not 10%. It's probably like 5%. I would say 5% of my music is video game music. But this is probably, I know for a fact, this is the only Genesis title that I actually have music for. The music is classic. It won Best Music year over year. And even way into the next generations, it was getting honorable mentions for music and whatever. But this is some of the best video game music on the Genesis. The gameplay is excellent. It's in the it's kind of like high-tech classic Japan amalgamation. It is fantastic. It is fun. You can pick it up and play it. You can get serious about it and play to the end, which I've done many times. It is an approachable shooter. Like if you put the time and you apply your skill to it, you can get to the end or damn near close. But you know, it doesn't punish you relentlessly. You know, you know, again, it's one of those things where I don't feel like it's impossible. Is it challenging? Yes. Is it hard and crazy difficult at times? Yes. But is it impossible? No. So the balance of this game, the music of this game, I think what was the big deal with Musha is it's such a complete package. It's like it gets just about everything right. Not only right, to a high degree. So the music is excellent, the gameplay is excellent, the visuals are excellent. There you go. And you know, it's a relatively rare title. And you have to love, one of those things that grabbed my eye was the flaming case, the fiery case. And you look at it, I mean, just how can you not? And again, here's another developer for the Genesis, which was Seismic. Seismic was like equivalent to Renovation in my mind in terms of publishing development on the Sega Genesis. So Seismic, very nice. Okay, yes, I put in many hours. Okay, here we go. Arcus Odyssey. This is, again, it is a role player. And it's an isometric view, Arcus Odyssey. I highly recommend it. It's an enjoyable play. Will you play this over and over again and just pick it up? No. Are you going to play it and enjoy it and have a good experience? Yes. Okay. So that's why it's going back here. Mortal Kombat. You can pick it up anytime. You can play it. You can love it. This is the Genesis original. It's complete. And this is a part. This game, in my mind, it's Arena, well, but this game, in my mind, is video game history, right here. Okay? That is a piece of video game history. You should absolutely own this game. It is a quality title. The gameplay is solid. You know, and again, you got Mortal Kombat in your house. Great game, you know. Comes with blood. Boom. Super Nintendo. All right. Phantasy Star 2. Again, with these kind of games, you don't just pick them up and play them. You play them for hours. Again, I'm going to say that. I'm going to rephrase that. What I do is I play these until I beat them. Rarely do I come back. Now, this I've played through multiple times. That's rare for me in an RPG. I'm generally, typically, if I beat an RPG, once I beat it, I'm like, hey, that was a great experience. Did you go back and do it again? No. So this I have played through multiple times. It is very good. I highly recommend it. It is another piece of gaming history. Am I going to pick it up and play it again? No. Am I interested in getting Phantasy Star 4 and playing that? Yes. So, oh, it's got the map and everything. I got the map in here. I've got the book in here. Let's see if I can get all that whole big package back in there. So you can see it's been used. You know, it's been used. It's been loved. Do y'all want to see the Phantasy Star 2 map? Do 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 do. See that gain ground, man? That gain ground theme. Wow. Man, it's been years since I pulled this out. Guns, healing, magic techniques. It's got it all sorted out for you. Here, I'll just show you that part of it. Right? See? And then here is the map, the Mota map, the Dizo map. Wow. Wow. Phantasy Star 2. Classic. How can you not love it? How can you not love it? Okay. That is still going to go back on the back pile because, you know, I played it. I played it a couple of times, but that's it. Boom. Sword of Vermilion. You sensing that I have a liking for the RPGs on the Sega Genesis? I sure did. That was my system, even though Super Nintendo had better RPGs on it. And I have RPGs for that system, but I tried to get as much as I could. This says 106-page booklet included. Now, this is not that. This is just the manual. So I don't know what happened to my 106-page hint book, but I may have that somewhere. But I have the cartridge, the manual, and this. So Sword of Vermilion, just to give you an idea, it is an RPG, and it is worthy. You know, again, pick it up, get it, experience it. The artwork is actually has a very much a Renaissance artist feel to it. It's actually quite beautiful artwork. So this is some of the most beautiful artwork on a Sega Genesis box in my mind. So gorgeous artwork, worthy adventure. Again, do I pick it up and play it? You know, a couple times a year even? No, but there you go. Buster Douglas Boxing. Enough said. The Terminator. Okay, RoboCop versus Terminator was much better than this game. I love the Terminator films. Huge fan of Arnie. It's okay. It's okay. RoboCop versus Terminator is actually, in my mind, a better game than this. So this goes on the back pile. It's very nice. You know, it's very, you know, tries to be very classic. All right, Tasmania. This is an unsung game on the Sega Genesis. It's very good. Oh, do I have a Genesis poster in here? What do I have in here? What is that? The game. Oh, it's a Game Gear ad. Isn't that nice? Tasmania. It's complete. It's got a little bit of water rippling on it. The graphics are excellent. The gameplay is excellent. It's very good. Do I continue to play it? No. Did I play it a lot when I had it? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what this poster is all about. Wow. Joe Montana. Football for the Game Gear. Oh my God, and there's the Game Gear ad. I had no interest in buying the Game Gear. None. Because everybody that bought one complained about the battery life. It was just all about the battery life is terrible, the battery life is terrible. And to be honest, I did not see the value of gaming on the go. I worked a lot. I worked like full time, and I'm just like, I'll come home and play my system. Anyway, there's a little bit of history for you. Castle of Illusion. Yes. Is it going in the good pile? Yes. Can you pick it up anytime and just go ahead and play it? Yes. Is it a high quality title? Yes. It is fantastic. It is a piece of gaming history. It is a classic on the Sega Genesis that everyone should play. Boom. Okay? Now, here's a weird one. But guess what? It's going in the good pile. It's another weird one from Vic Tokai. Vic Tokai. It's the Vic Tokai did Troubleshooter, right? So this is Mazen Saga Mutant Fighter. It's based on an anime. I do have the book. Again, I don't know where they are, but any game I play a lot, the book's gone. Anyway, so yeah. This you play as a regular little guy, and you play as like a human size, quote unquote, and then eventually you go and you grow into this huge monster, and you fight another big monster in like a post-apocalypse cityscape. You know, it's amazing. It's great gameplay. It's super weird. It's an more obscure title. I bought it because it was odd.
Subscribe or get beat up by a girl.